the Japanese particle ga can show the subject of a sentence. In grammatical terms, ga is the nominative case marker. The nominative case can express many different grammatical roles, including the doer of an action, an entity that undergoes change, an entity that exists, to name a few. Let's examine some examples of different types of subjects involving ga. The doer of an action. おじいちゃんがおばあちゃんの骨を折った。おじいちゃんがおばあちゃんの骨を折った。Grandpa broke grandma's bones. In this example, the particle ga indicates that おじいちゃん, grandpa, is the doer of the breaking action. The entity that undergoes change. おばあちゃんが死んだ。おばあちゃんが死んだ。Grandma died. おばあちゃん, grandma, undergoes a significant change, namely death, so she can be marked with the particle ga. The entity that exists. 丘の上におばあちゃんの墓がある。丘の上におばあちゃんの墓がある。Grandma's tomb is on top of the hill. The particle ga here shows what exists. The entity that undergoes a movement. おばあちゃんの骨が動いた。おばあちゃんの骨が動いた。Grandma's bones moved. The particle ga tells us what it is that moved. Ga can also be used with adjectives. お腹が痛いです。お腹が痛いです。I have a stomachache. The adjective 痛い means painful or in pain. Therefore, a more literal translation would be the stomach is painful. この店はたこ焼きが有名です。この店はたこ焼きが有名です。This restaurant is famous for its takoyaki. This example is a little tricky because the subject in the English translation is this restaurant, while the Japanese sentence seems to contain two subjects, one with wa and the other with ga, which is a very common phenomenon in Japanese. この店は restricts the topic of this sentence to just this restaurant, and takoyaki ga reveals what is famous within this topic. A similar example. 象は鼻が長いです。象は鼻が長いです。Elephants have long trunks. Again, this sentence seems to contain two subjects, 象は and 鼻が. The former sets the topic of the sentence, namely elephants in general, while the latter states that the trunk of an elephant is characteristically long in comparison to the other body parts. In the future, I will make more videos to explain the differences between wa and ga, so stay tuned.